It's Midday Live on TV3 to one of our headline stories for this afternoon. And Ghana is losing close to 750 million per annum for poor sanitation service delivery, a 2011 World Bank report revealed. Now, the cost incurred is as a result of poor sanitation delivery arising from time spent on accessing water and sanitation facilities, deaths of both adults and children as a result of poor sanitation, and girls' school dropouts, among many other issues. A program officer at the Environmental Health and Sanitation Directorate of the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, Mr. Kweku Kwanza, who disclosed cited the time spent to access water where people travel to fetch water. They come up with dirty water. They come in with dirty water and they get sick quickly. From the 2011 report of the World Bank on the economic impact of poor sanitation in Ghana, Mr. Kwanza said poor sanitation cost the country the equivalent of $290 million annually. Now, which he indicated was equal to $12 per person in Ghana per year, or 1.6% of the national gross domestic product. And we've been joined by the PRO of Zoom Lion, Robert Coleman. A very good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, madam. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you very much. I mean, you work with Zoom Lion, and a report like that comes out. What's your initial reaction to the amount of money we're losing to poor sanitation?
Yes, actually, I am not surprised at all. I'm here to come to terms with a copy of the report that has been released. But
okay,
let me say that I am not surprised at all. And it is a position that we have always held. Anytime we speak about the Millennium Development Goal 7, talking about basic sanitation,
sure,
it is one of the areas that the municipalities, together with most waste management contractors, have been working assiduously to meet. We have always said that one of the major problems that bedevil us has to do with the fact that people are not complementing the efforts of the various MMDAs and the waste management contractors. So I am not surprised at all. Look at the amount of money that the various assemblies use in desilting most of the major drains. I'm talking about the primary drains that we have, and the fact that they drain, then they desilt. The next day, people go and dump refuse into this same drain. So I am not surprised. Last year, in 2013, the Accra Metropolitan Assembly contracted a lot of contractors to do major desilting. This year, they have done it again. You ask yourself, why are they doing that? Last year, it was done. Why should we do massive desilting of drains this year? On the 31st of January, when it rained in Accra, you saw the way the whole of Accra was inundated with water, flood everywhere. That should tell you that we are not winning the war against improper sanitation.
Okay,
and it's
Robert,
time that we all recognize that
Robert, when you say
and environmental sanitation is a shared responsibility.
All right, Robert. Hello, Robert.
Yes,
when you say people are not complementing, specifically what are they not doing to support Zoom Lion's efforts? Specifically, what are they not doing?
Yes, when I talk about the fact that people are not complementing our efforts, what I mean is that it is high time people recognize that waste management or environmental sanitation management is a shared responsibility. If Zoom Lion desilts a major drain in front of a house or a shop or maybe a street, and then people go and dump refuse into this drain, certainly they have not complemented our efforts. I have led a team of people on a number of occasions to do massive cleanup exercises in Accra, and the next 2 days when you go to those areas, you will be surprised and shocked as to what you see. So it is a matter of complementing the effort. People must recognize that it is their duty to ensure that the immediate environs are kept clean. If you take a look at the environmental sanitation policy, the revised one, 2010, and you read page 29, it is there that people must be able to take care of the immediate environment. And that is what I mean by complementing the effort of other waste management contractors or Zoom Lion to ensure that we have a cleaner environment.
Okay, we'll come to even the people that Zoom Lion work with, because they come from these communities. But on the national level, people have advocated for covered drains. I mean, the world over, it's there. And so much money is spent on this silting instead of having covered drains, because we have open gutters, which clearly sucks in all the rubbish. What have you made proposals to them, and they have refused to work with it and prefer to rather spend the millions of Ghana cedis on the silting?
Yes, the silting of drains and covered drains is one position that I know that most of the assemblies are taking. I know of the country project that is coming on in Accra, the Accra Sanitary sewer project that will be implemented very soon. But my sister, one of the major problems that I have with covered drains in this country is the fact that if we cover the drains and people dump refuse into these drains, what do you think will be the ramification or the repercussions? The point is very simple. If people don't change their attitude and we decide that we are going to cover all drains, for example, in Accra, and people dump refuse upstream from the Buri Mountains and then from Ofankor and the rest, what do you think will happen? So I think that in as much as we are all advocating for covered drains, what we must be working towards to or navigating towards to is to ensure that people recognize that if we cover the drains and they don't change their attitude and they use the drains as a waste receptacles, we will not be able to make any significant headway. It is high time that people recognize, or the assemblies recognize, that if they are going to undertake covered drains within the various municipalities, then they must do it holistically and educate the people that if we cover these drains and you dump refuse into them, certainly we are going to have more problems on our hands than we have the uncovered drains. I will always advocate for covered drains, but the point is, are we ready for covered drains? If we cover the drains and people go and then dump from a place that is not covered, certainly it will choke and we will have problems on our hands.
All right, Robert, thank you very much. But what happened to the sanitation courts? You're not summoning people?
No, the sanitation court, Zoom Lion is a private waste management company, and when it comes to the bylaws of Accra Metropolitan Assembly or any of the municipalities, they are the custodians of the bylaws. They must be able to amend and repeal the bylaws and establish sanitation courts. What we can do is to complement them by helping them to ensure that people are arrested and sent to this sanitation court.
Thank you very much, Robert Coleman.
It's their responsibility.
All right, Robert Coleman is the PRO for Zoom Lion Ghana, helping us address the issue of Ghana's poor sanitation, which we understand the country loses 750 million. That's $12 per person per year. Think about that.